funny thing. When you're on top of the world, every motherfucker wants to get a piece of your ass. But then, you take a little time off from being unstoppable, just to regroup and relax. No one will give you the time of fucking day. This face used to cash fucking checks. And this dick,
I started off right. I didn't like the... Hey, Alexa, volume 10.
Chill on the beach. Howdy.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breeze Shooters, where the show that brings you news, sports, polka, and everything in between.
We love the tweeners.
I'm your host, Lou, joined by my very good friend, Christian Soto.
Yes, sir.
And we definitely have a lot of news. Our president has provided a week of just pure what, Chris? Fill in the blank.
I'm gonna say content. Like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, he's definitely a content generator. But Chris, he lost his freaking mind.
By combat. For the land of the free.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Boss.
Protesters are in the building.
Thank you.
There wasn't anything to say.
They want us down.
How you gonna tell an army of people, let's march down Pennsylvania Avenue, and I'm gonna join you guys, and just disappear and not even come back and be like, yo, whoa. You know, the message was misinterpreted, or whatever. Just let them go. Yo, what he did was so irresponsible on so many levels, man.
Lou, see, I'm glad you brought this up. I wasn't planning on getting in depth on this, but I'm glad you brought it up. Before you do that, because this is when the shit gets good.
Wow, you got the ice ball. Yeah, I missed that ice ball. I missed that ice ball, man.
Soon, Lou. Real soon. The perfect storm is coming.
Oh,
they can't
man.
see it, Lou, but the perfect storm is coming. Salute to my brother.
Salute, brother. Enjoy.
You got to drink. When you talk about Trump, you have to drink.
Hey, Chris, while you're having that sip, let me just
Sponsors? You gonna plug somebody?
Oh no, not yet. But it's coming close. It's coming real close. Let me read you a clip from NPR, and what they said is, pro-Trump extremists are promising is just a taste of things to come. Many of us will return on January 19, 2021, carrying our weapons in support of our nation's resolve, to which the world will never forget. One person wrote on Parler, a site friendly to right-wing extremists, "We will come in numbers that no standing army or police agency can match." The post was one of dozens spotted by Alethea Group, which tracks online threats and disinformation. Various virtual flyers circulating on social media promise an army march on Capitol Hill in every state capital a few days before the inauguration. And this is all. This is for the day when Joe Biden is supposed to be sworn in as our new president. They're sending out threats that what we saw on Wednesday will happen again throughout state capitals, similar to the crazy shit we saw over in Michigan when the guys stormed the Capitol building there. So it's more to come, and in light of that, I think Twitter, Google, all the social media outlets banned Trump's platform where he can't tweet or write anything, because there's a fear that he's just going to keep on riling these people up, and it's going to get to a point where it's going to be extremely dangerous. So you were about to say something. I'm sorry I cut you off. I just wanted to make sure we covered that.
I'm actually I'm glad you did what you did, because you brought up something that I wanted to talk about too, and I forgot to put it down on my notes. First off, I want to start with the Twitter and all this band and people people calling about the First Amendment. First of all, this Twitter shit, they should have done this a long time ago. Trump just didn't wake up a couple of days ago and spewed crazy shit out of his mouth. He's been doing it forever and during his presidency. So if you wanted to avoid something, you should have avoided it 4 years ago. You should have censored him. I don't know if censored. You should have blocked him 4 years ago. Now you didn't do that. You do it 12 days before he's out of office. It looks kind of shit. Listen, at the end of the day, they did what they did, and it's good. But I find that like a little bit after you get shot, they put a little Band-Aid on there. You understand what I'm saying?
No, Christian, you're absolutely right. It's definitely after the fact. The point is that Twitter was probably they were making money. It makes their brand stronger when you have the the executive chief using it on a frequent basis. It becomes popular. It's almost gimmicky. It's a joke. Everybody's laughing. Someone loses their life now. Now it's like, whoa, you know what? So listen, I'm all for free speech, but
exactly.
But there's levels to this. When you're in his level where you can ignite folks to go out and act, then it's not being responsible. And they should have. You're right. They should have took action a while ago. They should have stopped
a while ago. Just give him a couple of warnings. Don't you know what? At the beginning when he started doing his crazy shit, give him a couple of warnings. Put him on timeout for 24 hours, 72 hours, whatever. Let him know that you're serious. So. That's that. The second of it, even though I'm not, and I need people to understand what I'm saying. These threats,
they're serious.
They're very credible.
Yeah,
very credible.
It's serious.
But it just, I don't want to say I'm happy, but the light that I see is the light at the end of the tunnel is we've been putting. White America has been putting racism to the side. Trump was able to highlight it and empower it with his voice, with his words. These people finally got brave enough to say it's cool to be a bigot. If the leader of the free world, of the greatest country, quote unquote, on earth, is a bigot, shit, that's cool. That means I could be a bigot. That gives me an open door to say and feel like what I want to do. And it's horrible what happened. I've seen a whole bunch of pictures when the Black Lives Matter protests. They had the National Guard out there beforehand.
And Chris, you bring us to a good point. It's what people are saying is that, hey, everybody knew what was going to happen because all along he made it clear that, hey, I'm not going to give this seat up without a fight. So having a protest down there with the type of people that were coming, it was just it was a mixture for a disaster. So to say that we're not going to be prepared to have the necessary people there to protect our Capitol Hill, it's asinine. So
Asinine.
but
I can't even say they dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I would say they never. No, I can't say they dropped the ball. I think it was planned that way.
Yeah, and I just saw in the news a second officer died days after. I mean, it's the same. These are fathers, these are husbands, these are sons of
human beings.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a real unfortunate situation. It looked ugly, and you know what? Right now, the world is laughing at us because it's we're always the benchmark. Where we lead the way on so many different things, and now democracy, it's it's a joke now.
What's crazy about it is, Lou, also, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch Fox News. I think those media outlets are very skewed, and they have an agenda. I do watch these. It's called The Rising. It's on YouTube. You got a center right dude who looks Indian. And then you have a white girl. The Indian dude is center right, and the white girl is center left. But they don't hold punches for nobody in any party. They're so straightforward in their message. If the guy that's a Republican see that the Republicans are fucking up, he calls them out. The girl that's a Democrat, she calls them out. Those are the people I tend to go to, and I don't want to get too far off topic. But so, people keep listening and retweeting and re-forwarding these news stories, and what they have to. The system was never broke. It was built this way. We have a chance to change it. And now the opportunities are arising. Now let's see what happens these next 4 years. Biden has control of the whole house, Lou. There's no excuse. Yeah. There's no excuse to work for the people. There's no excuse to put some things in writing to where, equality. There's no excuse for any of that. You have control of the whole house. Going back to what you told me about did you listen to Trump's speech hours before what happened in the Capitol?
No, I just caught the tail end, and then I caught the speech after the rioting and all that.
So, I don't click on to see him talk. But they put up the speech on the Rising, the people that I tell you I see, and he ended his speech with the weak don't get nothing accomplished. The strong take what they want.
I heard about that too. And you had other people in Congress that were echoing his statements. They were saying
Giuliani got up there. We're gonna go up there and we're fighting and we're gonna take what's ours, and that really happened.
I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone episode, because it's like sometimes I look at myself and I reflect and I'm like, am I missing something? What's going on? Like, what am I not understanding? I almost, and this is crazy, I almost kind of, I want to make sure I say this right because this could be very offensive. It's almost in line with how Hitler was able to brainwash all the people in Germany. It's like, it's almost that powerful, because you see these people out there, the rage that they have and the anger, and it's like, no, we're not going to give this up. You're not going to take this from us. I said, man, this guy, he's doing something right to influence these people, but it's just like, are you people really listening to the message? Are you hearing what's going on? Are you fact checking that any of this stuff is true? Because it's just filled with a lot of lies on top of lies, and it's like, why am I not why do I feel like I'm on the outs? Like I don't hear what's going on, or I'm missing the message. You know, it's crazy.
Well, it's the herd mentality. It's the sheep. That's the first thing I'm gonna tell you, and that I'm gonna be. First of all, you weren't offensive in what you said. People might think what I'm going to say now. It's what he did. I'm infatuated with psychology and how the brain works. I'm like, you look back at the books that I have, 75% of them are about how the brain works, psychology and manipulation and all. Because I'm super intrigued on how a full-grown person could be manipulated into doing something that's not right, into doing something against that normally you wouldn't do. That shit intrigues me. Because like you said, what you said, you're like baffled. You're telling me, Chris, I'm baffled. I don't know why are you looking on the outside? No, Lou, you're not baffled. You're saying because you're clear-headed. I like to call what Trump does, and 74 million. Keep that number up there. 74 million followers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Voted for him.
Yeah, and that's insane, man. That's a lot.
So that his power, what you just said, and I hope people don't misinterpret what I'm about to say, or at least understand that I'm fascinated with psychology. It's almost admirable what one idiot was able to do with 74 million people.
Yep.
Now take that 1% off the 74 million, and that 1% is like I'll give a pass to the rich people that voted for Trump because it's convenient for them. It's for their best interest. But Joe Schmo, like me and you, Latinos, like it drives me insane when I see a middle
Chris
or lower the middle class black person
Chris
talking about Trump or Hispanic.
Chris, they were out there in the riot too. There was brown people out there in the riot.
I saw them.
Brown and black, man. He brought everybody out. I even saw, believe it or not, I saw Indian folks. I was amazed. It's a full spectrum of different folks going out there.
And that's what I admire. How this motherfucker's powerful words to be able to brainwash so many people, like you said, across the board. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then it's basically, if you notice, he didn't say the words, let's go over there and storm it. He didn't have to say those words, but he was very close. That's all he needs. And that's when you know you have power. Let me throw this out there. And I know that you're going to take it the way I want to take it, but I can't say it because, it's going to hurt. I can't be accused of this.
Chris, before we move forward, it all goes back to the debates when he made that line.
Condemn white supremacists and militia groups, and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland.
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared
to do
specifically
that, but
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what are you saying?
I'm willing to do anything. I want to see peace.
Then do it, sir.
Say it. Do it. Say it. You want to call him? What do you want to call him? Give me a name. Give me a
white
name.
Supremacists and
who would
white
you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud
militia.
Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what.
Boys just sit back and idle. He's telling them to chill because when the time comes, and it happened Wednesday, we're gonna make our statement. Now it's scary because fast forward, I think it's January 16th. I said when Biden, 16th or 19th, one of the two. But when Biden goes for to be in for the inauguration, what's going to happen? That's fucking scary when you think about it, because talking about smearing American history, I don't think that's ever happened. And you're talking about you could really have a real serious situation there. I I just, I pray that everything happens. Right now, I know they're talking about impeaching him and, all types of stuff. I don't think there's enough time for that process to
they explained it, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. They explained that there isn't time enough to impeach, to the process to impeach, but it'll set a precedent for future. What they're trying to do is for this motherfucker not to come back on the 2024. Continue. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
That's the whole point, because that's the key thing about the impeachment. Because if they could impeach him, he can't run for another term down the line, and that's what people are hoping. I mean, he's up there in age. Who knows? God willing.
People, no, exactly. You don't have to finish that. We're here. We're here. Don't worry about it. People are also scared. He still got the nuclear codes. Those. What's worrying, stuff I didn't know. There's a lot of tension going on, new tension going on in Iran. So, and then Biden wants to do some type of peace bullshit with Iran. He could literally fuck that up. He could start a war in these next 12 days, 14 days, whatever.
I feel you, but I think you still got to run it through the House. You still got to get that blessing. There's a lot of protocol.
Well, I don't know regarding war.
He can't be trusted by himself.
Exactly. I could just see him trying to push the button on his own.
Like the fucking Street Fighter code. Oh shit! Double click right. Double click. But Chris, moving off this subject onto more funny.
Let me just before you could, because I this is what I wanted to say, and I'm sorry, but not that I'm happy that these things are happening, but now the light is on these not minorities. Now the light is on these people that are doing all this rioting and committing all these crimes, people dying. Now the light is on them. What I'm going to be paying attention to is in these next coming weeks, next coming months, let's see how many of them are indicted. Let's see how many of them are brought up on charges and hit with the full intent of the law, like the fucking rioters from and I'm not condoning rioting, by the way, the rioters from the when the Black Lives Matter riots or whatever, that I hate to put those two in the same thing, because there were people with other agendas. I want to see if they get you like in the past, they would get you with a couple of bags of weed and you would have to do 10 years. I want to see what's the penalty for the dude the people that stormed the Capitol building, which is a federal building, in a threatening manner. And you know what? There's something called a felony murder or something. There's something called that because of your actions, somebody died.
Yeah.
So you're part of that.
And to your point, a few people already have been arrested. I don't know if you saw the one fool that was he went into Pelosi's office. He put his feet up on the desk and he stole the postcard. That guy's from I think Arkansas. He's been arrested. A couple other guys been arrested because they do have good footage inside the Capitol.
Yeah, he stole a laptop too.
Oh, did he? He's an asshole though. You know what he said? He goes, "I left the quarter for the postcard." It's like, I'm not stealing.
That's how you know, man. That's how you know. You know what, Lou? This is a joyful podcast. We knocked out the idiot fucking I don't even like to call him our president, but we knocked out the serious shit. Tell me what you got. Talk to me.
Yo, Chris, were you a fan of Knight Rider?
I used to watch Knight Rider. Yes.
You have an opportunity to buy Kid. It was Kit, right?
Kit was the car.
Kit, yeah. What's his name? David Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff. He's partnering with somebody and they're auctioning off the Knight Rider. What's up? You want to bid for it?
No, that car has got to be up in the millions. We could bid for it just to fuck around.
$10? What do you think? 10? We'll go.
I was thinking more like $750.
Because I don't.
No, not $750. $7.
$7.50. Yo, what I was gonna say, you told me that you had something to tell me. Yeah, you had wrote down that something happened that you wanted to share with me.
Yes. Well, I have a couple of things, but I don't know if I should say the story because we have acquired new listeners.
Oh, do we have it?
But I do have you've met my girl, right? My girl, she's not, even though she's from the hood, she's not accustomed to hood shit, I guess. So last year, we went on a cruise. So you know that whatever I could do to get a little bit extra,
always.
I'm gonna do it. Listen. You miss. I don't know if it was Gretzky or Jordan who said this. You miss 100% of shots you don't take. So I'm always taking shots. I think it was Gretzky.
It was Gretzky.
So, I found out that the cruise together came out to like $3,400.
Not bad. Leaving from New York?
No, leaving from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So $3,400 for the cruise. It was a 8-day cruise.
Nice.
$3,400 for two people. And then you had the drink package, which is a very good thing to get, by the way.
You save money. 8 days.
Especially people like us that we like to have our drinks.
Hey Chris, could I interject real quick? Remember our boy Ariel from 43rd?
Yes.
Ariel, the cut hair. Ariel, I remember years ago. Ariel had told me he went on a fucking cruise. Because I don't need the drink package. Long story short, the end of the cruise, he owed $1,200.
Oh my God. But Ariel could drink too.
No, but I think he was with a big group. You buy a couple of rounds, $1,200. He said, but that's more than the cruise itself. Go ahead, go over your story.
And the shit is that the shit is, just to finish on your little story there, you got this bill basically when you're walking out the ship.
Yeah.
The last night you get a bill. So I found out that the drink package was $350 for each person. They don't include that in the cruise thing. That's something separate.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, you know what? Let's take the drink package because another something that I learned from my next cruise. If we're ever able to get this shit under control, which we will, go on another cruise, we don't need to buy two drink packages.
You do though.
No, you don't. You buy one here, and then there's bars. Every 15 or 20 feet of the ship, there's a bar. So I'm going to get my drink here. Then I'll get my card. And here, you go get the drink now over there. You don't need.
No, I feel you on that, but you lose time. You lose time. And, Chris, when you're on a cruise, the last thing you want to do is fucking work. Because once you get on the cruise, that's it. That's the cool thing about the cruise. The vacation starts as soon as you step up. Where does everybody do? They go right into the pool. And what you do, you're laying up on the pool. They have the runners. They come around.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So now if you only got one drink thing, he's got to bring one drink. You have to wait for him to do a second round. Can you get us another drink? And then by then you're thirsty. You understand? You guys are not. It won't be balanced. You want to have a balanced consumption.
All right.
I'll give you that.
But it's still in the back of my mind. I'm not saying I'm gonna go what you're saying. I might take the chance. I might, because patience is a virtue.
There you go. There you go.
You get the first drink. It's fine. I'll wait. I'm good. So. Going back to my beautiful lady. So, So I was taking care of. The bouncer came in. So I did everything in one shot. Like it was me. I booked everything. So I tell her. Meanwhile, I'm doing it. So what? I know for a fact that it's better for you to pay these. You have 3 weeks before the cruise leaves to make sure you pay the whole thing. So I found out you do installments. Talk, because I don't know if I hear you.
You do it in installments.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. You do it in installments. So I found out on because the first cruise I ever went with, I paid one shot. Then the second cruise, I found out that, wait a minute, you could do this in installments and it's easier on you. You know, it was all poker money, but at the end of the day, it's still money. So in this new thing that came out that I found out now is you pay in installments, and every Sunday and Wednesday night, you go to we went, it wasn't Carnival, it was the other famous one.
Norwegian?
Was it Norwegian? It was another famous one. It wasn't Carnival. But it goes with all the cruise lines. And you go online and you check the same cruise that you booked. And on Sundays and on Wednesday nights, there's a dip in the prices to get people in.
Oh, nice.
All you have to do is get on the phone and tell them, listen, I'm booked for this cruise, and I just saw that the price came down. Not a problem. We're gonna, Lou, I'm lying. It was $3,700. From $3,700, I brought it down to $22.
What? That's a huge.
No lie. I brought it down $1,400 or $1,500.
Wow.
Because every Sunday night and Wednesday night, I was calling these motherfuckers.
Listen, I would have done the same thing. That's a lot of money, man.
$1,500 is $1,500 that you could do in excursions and stuff in the islands, which I'm a big fan of. So that being said, Luke, I'm doing all this. My girl doesn't know, nothing, and she's telling me, Chris, how much I gotta give you? I said, babe, I'll let you know. I kept telling her I'll let her know, because in my mind, I'm gonna bring this down till. On the drink package, you can't do. It's very rare they'll give you a little break on it. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's separate. So I'm just focusing on the cruise. So Lou, I brought it all the way down to $2,200.
Damn.
Right? It's paid off. The last payment, I go, you know what? I'm gonna try something else. And this is me, like at 1 or 2 in the morning when I call these motherfuckers. I go, I wonder if they could comp me because it's my wedding or my anniversary or my. Well, so I called them. I said it was my anniversary. Yeah, how many years? 3 years. She's the love of my life. I'm so happy I'm able to take her on your cruise line because I've heard so many good things. Oh, this is your first time? Yes, it's my first time.
Oh, God.
Lou, the thing was, we get into the ship. Oh, so I don't want to skip ahead. So the person on the phone tells me, okay, don't worry about it, free of charge. is gonna be a nice basket with some champagne, some chocolate covered strawberries, some wine, some cheese and crackers, and the champagne. I said, "Oh my God, he was a guy from Guatemala, I think."
You hit him with the Spanish, Chris?
I hit him with the Spanish. Then I hit him with for some reason he had my girl's last name. And I hit him with that. I said, "Oh my God, you know that your last name is very rare." And I'm hitting him with that. "Oh, really? What information you have?" So now this is Trump status. Now I connected with him. So we talked. So he goes, "Yeah." So he gave me all the he over the phone. He gave me everything that he offered. Time to go on the cruise. I'm already getting hyped because I haven't told Tanya anything. So when she goes into the room, it's gonna be like a blast. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look like a motherfucking superhero, like I'm a baller and shit, because I do this for you, babe. So we go, Lou. Nothing.
They didn't give you anything?
Nothing was in the room. Now, you've been in cruises. There's a person in charge of your room, turning the bed, the sheets, and make sure your room is fresh. So this is like a 6'2" guy. He was from Guyana, or he was from Nigeria or something. He was a big African type dude, but very, very, very. They're very friendly. They're very. Yeah. So I go. So we were supposed to meet up with my brother and his girlfriend. So I said, "Babe, go ahead, you go. I'll be there in a minute." So I said, "Yo, my man, yes, Mr. Soto." I said, I'm a little bit worried because I was offered. It's me and my girl, so I'm trying to be low because I don't want Tanya to hear me. So I said, "It's me and my girlfriend's and my wife's anniversary, and I was told that there would be a basket with wine and crackers." "Oh my God, don't worry, I'm gonna take care of you." So you know me, I go into my pocket. I hit him with a little 20. I said, "Please, my friend, I'm a little bit disappointed because I wanted to surprise her when she get." "Don't worry. Where are you going now? When will you be back?" I said, "Well, we're gonna go have some drinks. We're gonna walk around. So I guess we'll be back later on. Around 6 or 7. No problem." Lou, I go. We go. I'm drinking whatever. So now our dinner time was for like 7 o'clock. You have to have your dinner time or whatever. So on the way back, Tanya gets to the room before me. But in the front of the door, there was a heart-shaped balloon saying "Happy Anniversary." So Tanya's I can see her. I'm about 10 or 12 feet away from her, and she says, like she's questioning if she's in the right room, and she's about to go to the right room. And I go, "Yeah." So she goes in. "Chris, what did you do?" I said, "Babe, it's all for you. Don't worry about it." We go in. He gave me the bottle of champagne.
Nice.
He gave me a small basket of cheese and crackers, and he put like these streamers, like he decorated the room, Lou.
Very nice.
And I'm like, so when I see him, he tells me he was disappointed. He tells me, "I couldn't get you the covered chocolate strawberries." I said, "My friend."
You got this guy feeling bad now. Oh,
I said, "Listen, I understand it wasn't upon your reach. You wasn't the one that promised this to me, but I'm very happy with what you did. Thank you so much." No, man. Beautiful. We go. Tanya's already whatever. She's happy. And then a couple of days later, our neighbors tell Tanya, "Congratulations. How long you been married?" So, Tanya is not about. She doesn't like to lie. That's what we're going back to. She doesn't like to do hood shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, oh my, she's telling me this, and I can see the worry in her face. She goes, Chris, I didn't know what to say because I didn't know if you had spoken to them. I just told them 3 years. I said, babe, 3 years is perfect. It's fine. That's what we're gonna go with. Don't worry about it. But her face when she was asked was like she had robbed the bank. Now I know I can't commit a crime with Tanya because we'll both be in jail. But hilarious shit, Lou. I'm telling you, and all throughout the cruise, the people, our neighbors, congratulating us, and I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought I was gonna get more, but it's okay. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yo, Chris, listen, look into your story. I remember when I went on my cruise and we had that dilemma with the drink package, but it was just like, it was like, you know, sometimes opportunities present themselves. Like when you talk about Jason Bourne. So the guy told me the drink package and I was like, what? I said, that's a lot because I had a super great deal. But once you do 2 drink packages for my wife and I, that's like almost the price of the one thing. So for one person to go on the cruise, so I was like, damn. So it's one of those things that I bought it because that Ariel story always stuck with me in the back of my head.
Okay.
So this is Royal Caribbean, I think it was Royal Caribbean. So you have the line and you go up to like the desk and you make the payment. And as you're going through, the guys there at the table, hey, you want a drink package? And they're selling you on this thing. I say, yeah, all right, let me get the drink package. But Chris, as soon as I turned to the left, there was a box there. And you know, kids, they have cups. Without that cup, you got to pay for soda throughout the whole thing. And those cups are maybe $30 per cup or $40 per cup. So I was there, my youngest one, Sean. I said, hey, Sean, I whispered to him, I said, hey, grab 3 cups and just go to mommy because she was all over. Yo, Chris, it saved me like 120. So I was like, all right, cool. It took a little bit of the blow off, but it's expensive, especially when
it's too expensive. It really is. It really is.
I got Willy. Let me bring him in so he can give us an update on what's going on with the vaccine. All right.
Wait, Willy's coming in?
Willy, hey, Gaio. Willy Will, can you hear us? Yo, he just fucking hung up on us.
This fucking steroid bastard.
So we know one thing: steroid with the COVID vaccine, not a good idea. Let me see if I can get him back. Here we go. Let's try it again. Willy Will, welcome to Breeze Shooters, Will. You can hear us?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on, brother?
Oh, shit.
Chill, man. How you guys doing?
He's not looking good. He's not looking good.
They locked you in the basement again, Willy.
I'm quarantined in my gym, son.
He's not looking good. He's not looking good.
Willy, you started foaming from the mouth again, Will?
Yeah, man. I thought I was gonna turn the other day. Zombie, kid.
What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Like, tell us what you're feeling. How's everything going?
Everything's good, man. I can't complain. After the vaccine, like I said before, I didn't have any side effects. Very similar to the flu injection, just a little soreness on the arm. But that was about it. I didn't get any headaches. My appetite was still good. I really can't complain.
How about sleep? Any changing patterns with sleep or anything like that?
No, still good. Didn't change anything.
Something that concerns me a lot is sexually. Are you still performing?
No, Will. He uses steroid. That's what
oh wait, okay.
we don't want to.
Damn, that's right. We can't ask him that question.
Yo, Chris,
you look more Jack. I'll tell you that, Will. You look Jack, man.
Don't make you horny, by the way.
But Chris, let me tell you, I did get the Pfizer vaccine, so it had a little Viagra on it. So
there you go. So we good. So Lou, if we decide to go or not to go, we're going with Pfizer.
Yeah, get the blue bottle. Get the blue bottle.
Yo, before we even get started, I salute to my brother Willy, man. God bless you always.
Thank you, man. Thanks, guys. I miss you guys.
Miss you too. Willie Will, what, did you receive the second dose or did it happen yet?
I get that on the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this. I think it's 21 days. He said.
Yeah, I gotta wait 21 days to get the second one. But the first round of people in the hospital that got the first round, now they're starting to get the second round. It started last week, so they're starting to get the second vaccine.
Are you hearing anything on the second dosage? Are folks feeling anything? Any difference?
Not that I heard of. Not that I've heard of. And they say, from what I read with the CDC and a bunch of studies that I did my own research with, they say most people are going to feel the side effects, if they get any, on the second injection.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's good. That's good that you're doing your homework, by the way. We tell everybody to do your homework, your own homework. After you get the information, just go the extra mile and do your own research.
Yeah, you have to, especially nowadays. I mean, you get so many false studies posted on Facebook, on Instagram, that I think as a society and as an individual, you have to be a little smarter than that. You have to treat it the same way you treat when you're on the internet and there's a bubble that pops up, you just won $1 million, click on this. I think with stuff like this, you got to treat it the same way. Get your answers from good resources, CDC, the actual pharmacies that are doing the studies themselves, and sit down and really read what they're doing and how these studies turn out.
That's very good that you say that, because we have become a society that we get our information with Facebook memes, Instagram memes, and it's Twitter comments, and it's horrible. So it's very good that you brought that up. Don't go with the sheep mentality and just listen to whatever you hear or somebody reposted or forwarded on these fucking social media outlets. Do your own research. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. And interesting enough, like I said before, I do work for a New York hospital, and I do manage about 40 individuals. So I sit down in a lot of meetings where they were talking about the whole vaccine and how to encourage people to get it or why they should get it. Some funny stuff, why people weren't getting it. Some people think that the government was putting a tracker in them. It's kind of funny. You would think that people who actually work in our hospitals that are professionals would do some research, but that's why it's just become our way of life. So they're stuck more on Facebook and on Instagram than actually reading the white papers on stuff. So yeah, like you said, we just got to do some research.
Real quick, because we're against the clock here, I wanted to share a story. Close family member, relative of mine, went to Florida, and they went with their husband. The husband was feeling sick. Husband drove back to New York because he had to go back to work, and she started to feel sick. So he went back down to pick her up. I think like 3-4 days later, they decided to go to urgent care, do a rapid test. His results came back negative. She did a thorough examination. I think it takes 3 days.
CDR, or CRD, or CDR, PCR, or some shit like that.
Her results came back positive. So the long and short of it is that those rapid tests, they're not 100% accurate. So if you go and you think, oh, I'm good because it came back, and you have symptoms, go somewhere else and get the more thorough examination, because we're seeing that a lot. Because it all depends how deep they apply the swab, if they get an actual good amount of collection on it. There's a lot of variables. That's why you're better off with the more extensive.
No, but they say that the rapid test is about 75% accurate, and it could give you a false positive and a false negative. So because I've been doing the rapid test. The last month I've done it like 3 times.
No, but Chris, you haven't had any side.
No symptoms.
That's what I'm saying. But if you have symptoms and you're getting a negative, I would just go with a more thorough examination, just to rule out anything, just to make sure that you're protecting yourself and protecting the ones you love. And with that being said, gentlemen, a couple of side things. Me and Chris have an interview. when this time we went fishing for a whale, and we got a whale. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, that's all I got to say. You're gonna want to tune in next week. We caught
Come on, man. Don't give out too much.
I know we caught a whale. He's going to be on the show, and we're really excited about that. And me and Chris are also planning something really fun that's going to be very interactive. We're probably going to do a Facebook Live, and we'll send out more information as we get closer.
Thank you, Willie. Great to have you back. You missed, and like I said, without sounding corny or gay, I'm honored to have you as a friend. You're very. I like what you're doing. And
no, anytime you guys want me to be on, I'm more than happy to come on.
We're gonna get you back on.
I'm a little offended that I wasn't your Moby Dick up this week. Your big whale catch. It's fucked up.
You're always the big dick. I mean the big one.
that black label's hitting.
I'm just saying. But no. Like I said, I know we're short of time. We love you and God bless you. And we're gonna have you back when you get that second shot.
Yeah,
and for the people out there, that's his normal size head. It has nothing to do with the vaccine.
Yeah. Yo, God bless. Talk to you guys. Be good, man.
Later. Bye.